Okay, Shalom. I'm a true Hebrew Israelite here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom and speak about the upliftment of the true Israelites, which are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? You descend from the biblical Israelites that are spoken about in the Bible, all right? So we come out here week in and week out to prophesy and to warn you before the coming judgment, all right? To tell our enemies that they're going into slavery and that they're going to have to pay for the wickedness they've done, all right? So first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well. And Shalom to Akim out there pushing this word out in the four corners. All right? Now, the thing is that you have a lot of these demons coming up with their false doctrines and basically trying to demonize the brothers, man. All right? But you can see through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, we're breaking all that down. All right, all those lies that they pull up, there's about 100 videos that come out that next day to break down their lies, man. All right, what do they promote that? Do they show our videos and try and break it down and show their argument? No, man, they don't even speak about it because they know that they get confounded. So the best thing that they can do is just put out sensationalism, man. All right, something that will play on the emotions of the people. That's the same thing the Edomites do. That's the same thing the so-called white man does. All right? He likes to put out certain buzzwords to play on the people's emotions. All right? For example, terrorism. That's a word that plays on the people's emotions. So if someone does something that he doesn't agree with, all he has to do is call them a terrorist, and the people will be against him, man. All right? That's the tactics of Esau, man. But you got Israelites using that same tactic, man. Okay? Hold on one second here, man. Let me get John, what's that, 8:44? You know, because they're following behind Vocab Malone, who's an Edomite, all right? And they're basically doing the bidding of him, man, which is the bidding of the devil, okay? Let me get John 8:44. Okay, this is John 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. All right, that's talking to the Israelites. That was Yahushua talking to the Israelites that were back there in Jerusalem, all right, in the land of Israel, who was being ruled over by who? The Romans, okay? So the reason why those Pharisees and those Sadducees, they didn't want Yahushua to come into power is because it would take away their position in the Roman Empire. That's the reason, and they say that, okay? And it says that in the scriptures. So we know the reason was because they put them in that position. The Romans put them in that position, which are Edomites, by the way. Okay, Romans are Edomites. They descend from the Edomites, the biblical Edomites. All right. So what does Yahushua say about them, and what does he say about the Romans? Okay. This is John 8:44 again. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. All right, going back to who? Cain. Okay, because Cain had that same spirit of wickedness that came into Esau, which is the father of the Edomites, man. All right, so all these Edomites really have the spirit of Cain, man. Okay, if you're wondering why they're shooting you down in the street, all these years, all these centuries, and you're still marching down the street asking for justice, don't you understand that doesn't work, man? Haven't you came to that realization yet? All right? The Most High told you to be separate. Be ye separate and come back to him, man. That's the way we're going to get out of here. That's the way that our enemies are going to be brought down, by coming back to this book. All right? Coming back to the understanding that we are the biblical Israelites and that the Most High is coming back to send his son to deliver us, man. All right? Let me continue with that, man. And abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. There's no truth in these Edomites, man. But guess what? You Israelites want to follow the ways of the Edomites, man. Okay? You want to fit into society, so to speak. Listen, man, this world is not for you. This world, present world right now, is not for you, man. When these Edomites are brought down, then you can flourish. Then you can do your thing, man. All right? Then you can be yourself, so to speak, man. All right? But as long as these Edomites are in rulership, it's going to be uncomfortable for you, man. All right? Because there's no truth in him, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it. Right? All right, that's going into how you Israelites were basically cooling to the so-called white man back then in the Roman Empire. Right? All right, same thing going on. That's why you have this woman Cherry Love coming up. She can't even call her a woman, man. That's a beast. Okay, but she's coming up screaming at the top of her lungs, right? Trying to be side by side with the devil, right? And we broke down, the brothers in Chicago broke down the scriptures to them, clearly cut them. That's why his face looked the way he looked in the video, man. He looked cut, he looked embarrassed, okay? Because we came out, they brought out the truth, and he had nothing to say, man. So what did he turn to? He turned to sensationalism, he turned to lies, man, all right? And those lies, they're not gonna go anywhere, man. It's gonna come to a point where Esau is just gonna have to basically just do what he has to do, man. Come out with violence, man. Right? Just say F it and just try and kill off all the brothers, all the people who call themselves Israelites, put them in concentration camps. All right? That's what we're coming to, man. We're coming to that point because this flood of truth that we're pushing out is too strong for Esau, man. All right? We're talking about 1,000+ videos a day coming out from GMS, man. All right? That's the type of level of truth that's coming out. So these Edomites, they're going to have nothing to do. They're going to start with their propaganda. They're going to say, oh, these guys are terrorists. These guys are this and that, right? They want to do violence and this and that. When all we do is read the Bible, okay? There's no account of us doing any type of violence to anybody or anything like that, man, okay? I'm speaking for the brothers in GMS, all right? But they're going to try and say this, that, they're this, you know, they're rapists, they're whatever. They're going to make up anything, man. They're pedophiles. They're going to make up any type of thing, man, all right? In order to demonize, in order for them to do their madness. Let me get Psalm 64, man. Okay? Because that's how Esau always operates, man. This is Psalm 64. I'll start at verse 1. Hear my voice, O power. In my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. All right? And the enemy is the Edomites, man. They're the top enemy, man. Okay? Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay? Because they have these secret meetings, right? For example, the UN summit and all that. Those are secret meetings that the other nations have. And you Israelites are not invited, man. There's no seat for you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos and Native Americans, man. There's no seat for you there, man. Okay? Why? Because you are the Israelites, man. And those nations, starting with the nation of Esau, the nation of Edom, okay? They're your enemies, man. And they showed you that all throughout history, man. Okay? Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And that's what they're going to do. Like I said, they're going to come with this propaganda. That's how these Edomites start, man. They start with propaganda, so that they can justify themselves in the eyes of the people doing their wickedness, man. Just like they did it with the Native Americans, man. When they came over here, they killed, but they also brought propaganda. They said, oh, they're savages, okay? Which they had cities, they had plumbing systems, sewer systems, all right? Which they don't even teach you about that, man, okay? Why? Because it would make them look even more guilty, okay? But the whole point is that what? They come with that propaganda. They come with those lies. All right? They came to the west coast of Africa. They came to the different parts of Europe, gathered up the so-called Negroes, and said what? They were basically on the level of animals. They did the same thing with the Aborigines, man. Hey, at least you're telling the truth, man. At least you're telling the truth. Where are you from? Where are you from, man? What's your background, your nationality, background? Italy? Yeah. You might be one of us, man. Which, southern Italy or northern? Southern, that means you could be one of us. There's a good chance. Because you know why? The Moors took over that land, which was so-called black people. That's why the Sicilians, they have a lot of tan skin, so-called brown skin and the dark hair. That's why, okay? Pardon me? That's all right, man. That's all right, okay? And he doesn't have the spirit of an Edomite. See that? See, he came up telling the truth, man. These Edomites don't tell the truth. This guy told the truth, all right? That's all right. Come to find out what? He came from southern Italy, man, which shows you that it's not a colored thing, man. This is not based upon, oh, because you're white, you look white, that this is why we hate you. No, we hate you because you're an Edomite and you're the devil, man, okay? and your works speak for itself, man. All right? So anyways, like I was saying, man, that's how Esau takes over these different places, man. They start with their propaganda. They push out that propaganda, all right, which allows them, which justifies themselves, right, in the eyes of the people, okay, to take over these different lands, all right. And that's the point of the matter, man. Okay, and that's exactly what he's gonna do to the Israelites, and he's gonna try and justify himself by pushing out propaganda. Not saying we're terrorists, saying we're pedophiles or rapists, this and that, all bunch of manner of lies, man. Okay, but that's only an excuse to what? To demonize us, man. All right. So let me continue with Psalm 64. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. All right, and that's bitter words, man. Okay, to call brothers rapists and all this, whatever, you know, whatever type of terrorist, all this madness. That's bitter words, man. That's not sweet words. They're not saying anything nice. They're saying bitter words, man. Okay. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. All right. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them, man? Okay, because these Edomites are all about working in the darkness, man. That's why when that Illuminati thing hit the airwaves, man, that was bad for them, man. Okay, because at one point, going back to like the 90s and stuff like that, the Illuminati wasn't a common known thing, man. The average person didn't know about that, man. Okay, even going back to like 2004, 2005, 2006, that wasn't a popular thing, man. Okay, I knew about that going back like 2004 about, man. Okay, I knew about the Illuminati around that time. Okay, but now it's a common thing. Now you ask the average